But right now I have Joan Fuess, who can also tell us about some great music because she's involved with the Sand Lake Center for the Arts, and they're having a blues event, I believe, coming up. And also, we're going to be talking about Midsummer Night's Dream. So, Joan, take it away.
Yes, what I'd like to do is tell you a few things that are coming up, and then we'll move into a scene from Midsummer Night's Dream.
And I noticed it says family friendly, or what is it? There was a phrase they used about the Midsummer Night's Dream, and I thought, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
An audience friendly, it says.
Audience friendly, yes, definitely. And I can tell you a little more about that. So June 2nd, I believe, is our last concert, and as you said, it's a blues concert.
I love blues.
And then we close because we have met our goal as far as a capital campaign. And so over the summer, they'll be renovating the Fees performing space, and we'll have a permanent stage and new lighting and new flooring.
Wonderful!
Which is great.
Yeah.
Then in September, October, we open with our second original short play festival.
Oh, wonderful.
And right now we're taking submissions,
Good.
and then we'll choose from that. Last time we had 80 entries from as far as California.
80 entries.
But this time we've restricted it to the capital region and nearby.
You've got plenty of writers here in this
yes,
area.
I know we do, and we want to honor them.
Yeah.
You know, that would be great. So what I brought you today is a scene from Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a comedy, a fantasy, a romance, and a farce. And the
Name it, it's in here.
I know. And the director is Barbara Lavelle Smith.
I heard she's incredible.
Oh, she is amazing. She's Shakespeare trained at Shakespeare and Company, and she's done Shakespeare for us. But what she does is not only honor Shakespeare's words and characters, but then adds all these frills, like you'll see two of the fairies here today. So we have Titania, who's Queen of the Fairies.
And that's played by?
That's played by Lucy Breyer.
Good.
And we have Oberon, the King of the Fairies, and that's played by George Filieau. And each of them has with them one of their fairies, Avery Besch and Schuyler Lorette. So this scene is a story of a couple who've been married for a long, long time. But right now, Titania has been given a gift of a young man, and he wants to knight him, and she does not want that. So they're at odds. And after this big, dramatic conflict between the husband and wife, everything kind of goes awry.
Okay, well, let's take it away and see what happens. Okay, come on.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India? But that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, thy buskint mistress and thy warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you have come to wish their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with a palater, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by beached fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, has sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. Therefore the moon, the furnace of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the land, that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this displeasure, we see the seasons alter, the hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Hyam's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are its parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but seek a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress in my order, and often in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. For her sake do I rear up the boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you would patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, spurn me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I'll go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury.
That's great. Here's your mic if you'd like to talk a little bit. You learned a lot of lines.
Actually, I have fewer lines than Oberon does, but that's my best speech. And my
Okay, good.
And a wonderful one.
And it's difficult sometimes to get that feel of Shakespeare because it's not just the normal talking.
Well, if you study the iambic pentameter, it does become a kind of normal way of talking. So
Right.
it's fun.
And George, you've been in a number of productions, I know.
Yeah, this is my third Shakespeare production. And if I'm lucky, there'll be 2 more this summer before August. So hopefully. And working with Lucy again is an absolute joy. And my friend's granddaughter, Schuyler, and the very mischievous Avery.
Well, let's just give Avery, we'll start here. Okay. Avery, how long have you been on stage?
Well, this is one of my first plays, but
Your
I've been
first one?
dancing since I was little.
Oh, okay. So you know how to get on a stage and get off
Yes.
it, right? And Schuyler, how about you? How long have you been doing this?
This is my first play also.
You too. How exciting. You feel good to be on a stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you all for being here today. That's wonderful.
I have one more quick
Yeah,
note.
no, I'm going back to you.
And that is Lucy is a part of a production for Confetti Stage.
Oh, yeah.
That won at the state level, has just won at the regional level, and will be moving to Indiana
what play
for
is
the
it?
national. It's Ionesco's The Lesson.
Oh, okay.
And it's quite something, and I think as, you know, they're representing the state, but they're also representing our area,
Our
the
local
capital
area, yeah,
region.
yeah.
So I hope we can all
Well,
support
congratulations. Yeah, wonderful. Well, Joan, you do a lot over there at the Sand Lake Center for the Arts, don't you?
Yes, we do.
And I'm so glad your capital campaign has been reached.
Yes.
And you can do some neat improvements.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, good. Well, thank you for being here today, Joan. It's
And
always a
thanks for
pleasure to
always
have you
having
here.
us.
And be sure if you like blues, you know where to go. They've got it. And what's the date on that one more time?
I think it's Saturday,
Well,
June
it was up there.
2nd.
So, yeah, good.
Right.
June 2nd. So check it out because there it is right there.
Uh-huh.
Low and Lonesome.
June 1st.
June 1st. Okay. I didn't see that, but there it is. Check it out and enjoy the events that are in our area. We are so fortunate to have such great music. Whether it's the A-Step or whether it's Sand Lake Center for the Arts or wherever it is, you're going to get great music, and it will just get your toes tapping and make you feel good, as well as finding out a little bit more about audience-friendly Shakespeare. How's
Yes.
that? Good.